Hey guys, how you doing? Ron's a Nut here. What I have for you today is a review of the XSPC X2O 750 pump and reservoir combo. And I was fortunate enough to have the folks at Performance PCs and XSPC provide this so that I can offer you a review. Now, in addition to opening it up and showing you the pump res and the contents, I'm also going to install it in my test bench and actually run it and be able to get some real world performance on it and let you take a listen to the pump running and see how it performs. So with that, let's get to the unboxing. All right, we got the plastic off. Let's take a look at the box. Sleek black box showing you a graphic of what the front is. The top has the model number and a rear shot here. This is the X2O 750 dual 5 1/4 inch bay reservoir and pump. All right. We have an Allen wrench, an LED, it's a blue LED that comes with it, some mounting hardware, nice cap head screw mounting hardware, some regular mounting screws as well, and then we have the unit. Comes packaged nicely and protected well, and a nice styrofoam end caps. And also then inside of a protective bag. In addition to the screws that I showed you before, we also have a nice XSPC all black aluminum faceplate. And we also have a nice silver one as well. That's awesome. It's nice that they give you two faceplates. So depending on the color of your rig, and also if you're a modder, having these type of removable plates is great because you can then paint. You can paint them and make them your own color scheme if you like. All right, now let's take a look at it. It is it also has a nice protective black screen on it so that the acrylic doesn't get marred or scratched. Let's take a look at the bay up a little bit closer. Again, we have the front faceplate here with 4 mounting points for whichever faceplate you want to use. Underneath, you can see the thickness of the walls of the acrylic used. They're 1/2 inch all the way around there, and 1/4 inch for the front. So that's nice and thick, solid. On the sides we have mounting points for the bay with metal threaded inserts in here. Some of these acrylic reservoirs you have to mount right into the acrylic. They just thread the acrylic and they don't have inserts. So if you strip it, you're out of luck. You're either going to have to use a larger screw, or you're going to have to try to, install your own threaded inserts if you had the capability to do that, or you ruined your mounting of your bay. But this is a real nice engineering. They thought of that at least. Same on the other side. On the back, we have the G-quarter threaded port for the output of the pump. It's mounted inside the reservoir, and then down here is the return back into the res. And then there are 2 points here for the for mounting LEDs, which they gave you a nice LED. It's a blue LED, and it's actually sleeved and heat shrink on it. So nice clean job. Nice accessory point for adding some light into your bay. Certainly you could put your own, and these are 5mm LEDs. And then on the top we have the fill port. Nice large size fill port to be able to add your coolant. And then one other thing to note is the interface here is a nice job with well shielded and secured pass-through of the power connector. All right, so there's the pump that is provided in here, and this pump, according to the specs, is supposed to be low noise, low vibration, and max noise is 42 dB. And I'll let you hear it once we get it primed and installed in the system and we're using it. And then it also has, the pump performance is supposed to be 750 liters per hour. Delivery head is 1.8, and it is a 12-volt pump. So, and the max capacity of this is 580 milliliters. And then we'll install it into the test bench and let it run, so you get a listen to how it operates and how quiet it can be, and we'll see what kind of performance it provides. My test bed uses quick disconnects so that I can easily mount and connect my reservoirs, and that's what I'm using for this one. So I've connected a couple of male Coolands quick disconnects to the output of the pump and one to the in, and then I will be connecting up the mating ends to it to connect it to the loop as well. You can see I've put the black face plate on it, and matches the test bench nicely. Now I'm going to go ahead and install it, and then we'll fill it up. One thing to note about the fill port is that it's much larger than a standard, G-quarter thread. So unless you have a very steady hand, you won't be able to use a threaded funnel setup, which is what I normally use. But it's not a problem. I would rather have much bigger space than not enough. So filling the reservoir is very easily done with just a regular funnel setup. All right, I have the reservoir filled all the way up, just about to the top, and going to go ahead and prime the pump and get the system bled real quick with this new pump, Reservoir Combo. Going to top off the coolant now. I have to say, it is very quiet, and it's sitting right out here. I can barely hear it. And you might be able to see some of the bubbles coming from the inlet down at the bottom there. And very good. So I'm going to turn on the system, and we'll see on this fan controller what kind of flow rate we're getting in the system. So the numbers that you're seeing on the Scythe fan controller, the two numbers on the left are the RPM speed of the fans on the radiator. 25.9 is the ambient temp in the room here. And then the 1350, 1380, 1400 RPM number is actually a flow meter. And I have a flow meter with the frequency adapter that is showing the milliliters per minute. So basically that's 1350, 1380 milliliters per minute of flow and in the loop on this test bench. Now there's a lot of quick disconnects on there, so that in itself can make it a little more restrictive, but not a lot of bends, not a lot of no right angle fittings actually. But I will tell you that that is running at or equal to the D5 pump that I normally have inside of this test bench. So this pump is doing just a fine job in flow, and I will silence the fans and then put the microphone by the pump so you can hear it. I mean, basically it's silent. You will not hear this in your case. This pump is very nice and quiet. So here is the sound of the pump with fans on. And now I'm going to turn the fans off so you can hear only the pump. And here's the sound of the pump without any fans or any other noise other than maybe the flow meter. You might hear the flow meter ticking in the background. Okay, so for my thoughts on this pump res combo, I think the construction is solid of the reservoir, and the mounting is just fine. The optional having two different face plates so that you can match your case with it, whether it be silver or black, or if you're into modding and you want to paint them or paint one of them to customize it completely, I think that's great. Having the window for an indicator visually of where your coolant level is very good. I think that the LED feature, having them on either side, and the fact that they give you an LED as well is great, and it's nicely sleeved, so mounting in your case you don't have to worry about adding that. The large fill port is good, but it, for me, it may be nitpicky, but I usually use a G1/4-inch funnel to connect to the res, and depending on what my case is like, I can just run a tube connected to the normal ports and fill it up. But again, that's just me. The only other thing personally is in a pump res combo, it's just the nature of the beast. If their pump goes, there's no disassembling it and servicing it without sending it back to XSPC. So as long as the reliability of the pump is good, this is a great setup. And I think for especially the kind of setup I have here, just one rad, this is a 360 rad, or you can do 480, and a CPU block, or even adding a GPU block, this pump would do just fine. It's got great flow and good pressure, and I think it will do well, and it looks great. And then the only other thing to talk about is the price. And it's about $50 US, and you can't beat that. That's a great value for this pump combo. And hope you liked it. Please feel free to leave me any comments, suggestions on my review. I'll hope to be doing more of these in the future. And the key thing for me will always be not only unboxing it and looking at it and talking about it based on what I've seen and used, but actually installing it and using it in systems so that you can see how well it performs, and if there's an audible point to it, you'll hear it as well. So that's my take on the XSPC X2O 750 pump res combo. Hope you liked. If you did, please like and favorite, and if you're so inclined, please subscribe. And finally, again, I'd like to thank Performance PCs and XSPC for providing this pump res combo for me to review. And thanks again. That's it from Ron's and Nut.